They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Huskers ready to put total leather and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Northern Illinois' offense will go to work first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To throw on first down. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got his man out of the backfield. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Back to pass. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first to score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Nebraska's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Northern Illinois right back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Punch it out of the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, the ground game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He'll keep it himself. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. From the gun, running back on the move. Can't get him to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Got his man to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's McClure. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ives.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ives. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The give to the back. Nice move there. Man, he's already got 43 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Toledo. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've reached the break. Northern Illinois holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
To throw, it's Rayola. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Now on third down for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Huskers are on the move. It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Reynolds. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts was.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They'll stop him and get him out of bounds at the 21, just short of the red zone, but they turn into a huge play. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Northern Illinois putting together a threat in the red zone. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. It's complete to the right. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes the easy completion. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Wants to keep it in the air. Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They want to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, inside. And he's dragged down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 and the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time.
And it makes the play, it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Raiola. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught in the backfield, it's Lane. Third down coming up after that completion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. is on its way. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Huskies will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Here they come trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Baylor is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 18 over Vanderbilt. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, but we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's on. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Shakes off the defender. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Huskers are on the move. The give from the gun. Plows through the defense.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Looking to throw on first down. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Ives. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Reynolds. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. Makes his man, made him miss again. All the way out across the 45-yard line, mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
It's complete.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the
job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quick release by the QB. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for room at the 25. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to...
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Huskies! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. OU, oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 15 over Toledo. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. It's caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ives. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Clark. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Got him downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The RPO fired complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big touchdown, Huskers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And it's go time. You need a play late, and the big tight end comes through for you. You find him, he does the rest, catches the football, gets in for the touchdown, and now you take the lead.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the 4th quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here's the pressure. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta have it here on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The quarterback takes a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.